That 7-year-old Sergeant Moses Emojong rushed to the Westgate Mall after initial reports that there was a robbery in one of the banks. Little did he know that it was going to be a day that he would save several lives, but also get to near kiss of death. He was among the first rescuers to arrive at the scene that eventually saw 67 people lose their lives.
What I saw there is not what one could believe. There were children dead, old, young, and that is something unusual. So that is when we learned that these are not robbers or other thugs. I saw a kid who was lying there, but he had not yet died. So I carried that kid as I ran down there, and I handed over to one of the Red Cross people. So when I was coming back, because I had led the ambulances to come up there so that we begin rescuing, that is when we just entered, but on our entry, we tried to organize ourselves. When we just went down, it never took a fraction of a time. When I was shot, I just realized I've been shot on my hand and my rifle dropped down. So when I was following, when I was rolling to pick my rifle, I don't know now what happened. I was shot several times. Several times. I took some time before I came back to my senses, because I'd already known now I'm normal. But God stood with me. After some time, I now realized that I'm still alive. I tried raising up my head, but I wasn't in a position. I went back down. So I tried coming up again. I was still very weak. So when I tried wiping my face, that is when I realized I was bleeding. I was already hit, or rather shot, on my left eye. So I looked on my left. I saw there was a colleague of mine was dead. When I looked on my right, there was another person lying there. So there was nobody alive inside there. The ones I saw were dead bodies. The gun was just beside me, so I picked it, and then I ensured I had to leave with the gun. I could not leave my gun behind, because that is what would have been used to finish me. After I had realized that I'm alive, it forced me to get my rifle. Now that I could not hold it, I placed it on my back, and I tried crawling out, because I was paralyzed, my left hand and my right leg, so I could not stand, neither could I walk. So it forced me to crawl, but ensuring that I don't leave the rifle, because that would have costed so many lives. So I tried my best, rolling out slowly, slowly. I crawled out. I took some time before getting out. So when I got out, the first person I saw was my boss. And I told him, please, sir, just have this rifle, and please, just get hold of me, put me in the ambulance, take me to hospital, I won't die. I told him, if the worst comes to the worst, just tell my wife to take care of my kids.
Emojong woke up 3 days after the attack to learn he managed to cheat death. Despite being shot 15 times, none of the bullets hit crucial organs of his body. The shocking miracle is that 3 bullets missed his heart by a whisker. One other bullet went through his back just near the spine, while the other narrowly missed his left eye.
God is a real God, and I wouldn't be scared to say that if you've never met God, I've met God. Trust in God and live in God. Do everything trusting upon God, and you'll always see that God will appear and God will always be with you.
Emojong has undergone over 10 surgeries and is yet to fully recover. Despite his left foot having been shattered with 4 bullets and the upper thigh with 2 others, Emojong uses 2 crutches to walk around.
When I was still fresh, I think I was just skipping 2-3 days, I go for a surgery. 2-3 days, I go for a surgery. But up to now, at least I can now say they have made me a human being.
What the doctors have done in these hospitals is just commendable. I mean, Moses with 15 bullets, you know, in the body, yet this person is still today walking. Again, it's just miraculous, and we can thank Lord Almighty better. The soldiers like Moses and the other guy who was also shot 5 times and he's still out there. It's just amazing that these people are alive, and this is when you realize there is a higher Lord Mighty, our Creator, out there. When your day hasn't come, you could get 20, 30, 50 bullets, but you could still stand up.
As we bid Emojong goodbye, our hearts are inspired by his story of survival and his willpower that he will recover fully.
Even today, if I'll get well and I hear that the Al-Shabaabs are somewhere, I'll still get there. And I'll ensure that I have to always protect the common mwananchi.